We're making brownies today. This is my go-to bake whenever one of my colleagues has a birthday. I usually bake these the night before or even first thing in the morning. They're that easy to make, and then I take them to the office for a special treat. And they're always really appreciated. I get really good reviews and they're so easy to make. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Carla from Cooking for Kales, and if this is your first time here and you're interested in easy, simple, but delicious recipes that won't break the bank, then consider subscribing. Click that notification bell below so that you know the next time that I upload another video. I would love to have you on board. Now let's make these brownies.
So let's start. We're going to start by adding 200 grams or 1 cup of sugar to a bowl. And I'm just using regular sugar, but you can also use caster sugar if you have it. And to the sugar we're going to add 112 grams or a half a cup of melted butter. Now I got this recipe off of the All Recipes website. There's so many brownie recipes that you can follow, so many online, but this particular recipe has over 2,000 reviews on it, and it has 4.5 stars, so it is very much a favorite of many people, and I can attest to the fact that it does actually taste really good. To the melted butter, we're going to add 30 grams or a quarter cup of cocoa powder, and we're just going to mix that around. Start to get the cocoa powder incorporated into the sugar and the butter. And the cocoa powder smells so good. It's already starting to smell good and it's not even in the oven yet. We just want to mix that until it's very well incorporated. The next thing we're going to add is a half of a teaspoon of vanilla for additional flavor. We'll mix that around before moving on to adding the eggs. So this recipe calls for 2 eggs, and I like to add them one at a time. I've made this recipe before by adding both eggs in at the same time, and I think that it comes out better. You get better results when you add the eggs individually one at a time. So then goes the second egg. You just want to make sure that you mix it very well, and I'm just using a fork, as you can see, until you get the silky goodness. Next comes the flour, 112 grams or 1 cup of plain all-purpose flour. Start to incorporate that into the batter. And then we're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Real simple. And all you have to do is make sure that you add the ingredients in this particular order. And now we're just going to incorporate all of the dry ingredients into the batter until there's no more flour that can be seen, no more white flour to be seen. And there you go, nice beautiful chocolate goodness. I'm going to transfer that chocolate goodness into my prepared pan. I'm using an 8x8 baking pan that's been lined with parchment to make it easier for me to get them out of the pan once they're done. And the oven is being preheated at 180 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. It almost looks good to eat now. So chocolatey and lush. But we're going to wait until it comes out of the oven. So I'm just using my spatula now to make sure I get all of the batter out, and I'm spreading the batter to the edges of this pan. It doesn't look like a lot of batter, but it will rise in the oven, and it is enough for this 8x8 pan, and into the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. And there you go. Just been in the oven for 20 minutes, and that's the final result. Easy, simple, delicious chocolate brownies. I hope you give this recipe a try. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.